Hello everyone, my name is Derpy Guinea and welcome back to another video. Same concept as the last vid but with cartoon characters. So if you haven't seen the last one, which is based on anime characters, go watch that one first, then come back to this one. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. I think the perfect character to start this video out with is good old Charlie Brown, the main punching bag of the series. The kids in these specials seem like they genuinely do not like him at times, talking down on him on numerous occasions, not having faith in the things he tries to do or just not listening to him in general, and being picked on constantly. But that football thing is really on him. How do you keep falling for the same thing over and over again? You're basically asking for it at that point. And it's not even just the kids either. In It's the Great Pumpkin, the adults would give everyone else candy, while poor Charlie Brown got rocks. Like, what did he do to deserve rocks? Someone please explain to me why this is a thing. Nothing can compare to the awful treatment he endured on the Christmas special, though. He was sent to get a Christmas tree and came back with the smallest one in the batch, and got absolutely demolished by insults.
I told you he'd goof it up. He's not the kind you can depend on to do anything right. You're hopeless, Charlie Brown. Completely hopeless. Rats! You've been dumb before, Charlie Brown, but this time you really did it.
Like, chill. Y'all didn't even have to come at him like that. Like, look, I'm not even gonna lie. I would be pretty pissy too if I sent someone to get a tree and then came back with that. But it was the message he was trying to portray, which made the tree more special. And he was so proud of it, too. But once the tree got a little TLC and looked better, then they wanted to sing and stuff like, nah, y'all are beyond fake, go away. What got me about these TV specials, especially as a kid, was that Charlie Brown was disliked a lot for little to no reason at all. Like, did the kids just hate him this whole time but were forced to tolerate his presence? Or did they enjoy seeing his misfortune and kept him around to see more of it? I'm 99% certain the sole reason Dora is hated is because of the classic bandwagon effect. Either that, or it's just cool to hate on fictional children. As a spoiled child who owned way too much Dora merchandise and was glued on the TV watching her whenever she came on, I used to love her. Not even my friends in elementary school liked her. I remember defending her like she was a member of my own family. You couldn't talk about Dora back then around me. I would be throwing hands. No, it was never that big, but even today I still don't get why Dora was so hated. I used to think it was just a meme to hate on her like Peppa Pig, but no, people genuinely hate this 7-year-old fictional character. It's kinda concerning. There's 2 kids in the South Park series who deserve so much better. Well, I guess 3. Honorable mention to Pip, but compared to the other 2, Pip has it just a little bit better. Maybe. Now Butters, oh god, poor Butters, where do I even begin? If not being used to benefit off the boys, the only other reason the boys put up with him was to fill in Kenny's spot when he was killed off in the show. He has the worst parents in the show, grounding him for the littlest to dumbest reasons imaginable, and Linda even tried to kill him once. Oh, and I can't forget the infamous episode when even his own grandma bullies him, but he did get her back in the most Butters way possible. He also had a traumatic experience resurface when Stan tried to get him on his dance team. He rejected the offer at first, then decided against it, wanting to help out his friend, only to commit the same tragic event again. It's honestly a wonder this kid can still be so happy and innocent with everything that happens to him. Kudos to you, Butters, I could never. That leads me to the next South Park kid who was obviously Kenny easily doesn't deserve the life he has to deal with. He has to live with the struggles of being the poor kid and has the unnatural ability to be killed off horrendously and come back the next episode like nothing happened. Throughout all of South Park, games included, he has died 126 times. And in Mysterion Rises, he reveals he experiences every death.
I've experienced death countless times. Sometimes I see a bright light. Sometimes I see heaven or hell. But eventually, no matter what, I wake up in my bed, wearing my same old clothes.
That has to be not only physically damaging, but mentally as well. Feeling every ounce of pain and remembering what it felt like, waking up the next day in your room and going on with your life like you didn't just get stabbed in the heart in front of your friends, who literally witnessed you die, but still don't remember? That has to be so damaging. At least most of the time he goes to heaven. The laughingstock and most tormented member in the Griffin household, Meg not only deserves a better life, but a better family as well. If I were in her shoes, as soon as I turned 18, I'd be packing my bags so fast y'all would never hear from me ever again. There's so many examples on how awful she gets treated throughout the series, so here's just a few of them. Let's see here. She's been kicked out of the house, been tormented by Peter and his friends, was treated horribly the entirety of the Panic Room episode, witnessed her own mother seducing her boyfriend, was left at the fire station as a baby, essentially being sold off into slavery, been written off as a crazy, obsessive, and creepy girl multiple times, and so much more. I think what's worse about her mistreatment was the creator of Family Guy openly admitting that him and his male writers couldn't really relate to Meg as a character because she was a teenage girl, so they couldn't really write much about her. Like, that's such a bogus excuse. Like, were there no female animators or editors they could talk to for suggestions? Did none of them have teenage daughters or nieces they can get inspiration from? I really do think it was just a ploy to write her however they wanted. There were some times Meg did stand up for herself, though, like the infamous jail and hurricane episode, and it was a great change of pace for her character overall. All Meg wanted was to be loved by her family and be accepted as a normal girl. I haven't watched Family Guy in a very long time, but I would hope her characters got treated a little bit better. And that is the end of the video. If you made it this far, I thank y'all so much for watching. Please do me a favor and pull on that like button and subscribe. And to the next video, Derpy out.